Welcome back to the channel, coin enthusiasts. Today we're uncovering the rare and most valuable Kennedy half-dollar coins, a series that began as a tribute but has since grown into one of the most popular collectibles in U.S. coin history. While most halves are worth just 50 cents, some are selling for hundreds or even thousands of dollars in today's market. Let's get started. First up, the Kennedy half-dollar is one of the most celebrated coins in American history, and the 1969 D issue holds a particularly special place in the hearts of collectors. This coin, struck at the Denver Mint, was released during a time of transition in U.S. coinage and continues to stand out as a rare and valuable piece in today's action market. Even in dirty or circulated condition, its demand remains strong, making it a must-have for any serious collector. The Kennedy half-dollar series began in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy, following his tragic assassination in 1963. Within months, the coin was designed, approved, and struck for circulation, symbolizing both national mourning and unity. By 1969, the series had already gained massive popularity, and the half-dollar had become an enduring symbol of Kennedy's legacy. The 1969 D. Kennedy half-dollar is especially important because it was among the final half-dollars struck with a composition of 40% silver. From 1965 to 1970, the U.S. Mint reduced silver content in half-dollars from 90% to 40%, and after 1970, regular circulation coins no longer contained silver. This makes the 1969 D one of the last of its kind, a silver coin that carries both historical and bullion value. On the obverse, the coin features the iconic profile of President John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. The portrait is bold, confident, and instantly recognizable, with the inscriptions Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the year 1969 encircling the design. The D Mint mark can be found just below Kennedy's neck, marking its origin at the Denver Mint. The reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, showcases the presidential seal, featuring an eagle with outstretched wings holding an olive branch and arrows, surrounded by 50 stars. The inscriptions United States of America and half-dollar circle the design, adding to the coin's striking patriotic appearance. Even in dirty condition, these details shine through and make the coin a visually powerful piece. The rarity of the 1969 D. Kennedy half-dollar cannot be overstated. While over 129 million were struck, the majority have been lost to circulation, melting, or damage. Surviving coins, even those showing heavy wear or dirt, are considered highly collectible due to their silver content and historical significance. Every existing 1969 D adds to the shrinking supply, and this scarcity drives collector demand. Collectors place strong emphasis on silver content when it comes to Kennedy half-dollars. At 40% silver, each 1969 D holds intrinsic value that rises with silver prices. This built-in bullion worth ensures the coin always remains desirable in the marketplace, while its role as a tribute to Kennedy adds emotional and historical appeal. Dirty condition does not diminish the importance of the coin. In fact, many collectors see such coins as holding authentic charm, bearing the marks of history and circulation. Whether cleaned or left as is, the 1969 D. Kennedy half-dollar commands attention and remains an essential addition to any collection. The action market for the 1969 D. Kennedy half-dollar has been consistently strong. Even circulated coins trade well above face value due to their silver content alone. Collectors, dealers, and investors eagerly buy these coins, recognizing both their collectible status and their inherent silver value. In terms of current market value, a dirty or circulated 1969 D. Kennedy half-dollar can easily fetch between $5 and $10, depending on silver prices and condition. Coins with better detail and eye appeal can command higher premiums, while uncirculated or proof-like examples soar even further in value. The silver market continues to strengthen, ensuring steady appreciation of this coin. Auction results show the enthusiasm surrounding these coins. Collectors frequently compete to secure 1969 D. Kennedy half-dollars, even in lower grades, because demand consistently outpaces supply. This market energy makes the coin an excellent investment piece, whether for short-term silver value or long-term numismatic growth. For collectors, proper storage and protection can make a significant difference in maintaining and even enhancing the value of the coin. While dirty coins carry history, ensuring they are not further damaged helps preserve their collectible appeal. Placing the coin in a protective holder or album is always recommended. Another collecting tip is to seek out Kennedy half-dollar sets. Collectors who build complete date and mint collections will always need the 1969 D, which guarantees ongoing demand. As one of the last 40% silver issues, it plays a pivotal role in completing any serious Kennedy half-dollar collection. The coin also appeals to silver investors who may not normally collect coins. Its dual nature, both bullion and numismatic, makes it a crossover piece, attractive to a broad range of buyers. This ensures that the coin is never short of an eager audience in the market. The 1969 D. Kennedy half-dollar is a powerful reminder of a turning point in American history and coinage. It represents the enduring legacy of President Kennedy, the end of circulating silver coinage, and the artistry of mid-20th century U.S. mint design. Its strong demand and solid value in today's market highlight its continued importance for collectors and investors alike. The 1969 D. Kennedy half-dollar in dirty condition still holds immense value, both historically and financially. With its 40% silver composition, striking design, and high demand among collectors, it remains one of the most sought-after half-dollars in the series. This coin will always command attention in auctions, collections, and the marketplace, making it not just a coin of the past, but a treasure for the future. Next up, the Kennedy half-dollar has always carried with it a sense of prestige and American history, and the 1996 issue from the Philadelphia Mint is no exception. Even in circulated condition, this coin represents far more than just 50 cents and change. It is a living piece of numismatic art that holds value, demand, and recognition in today's action market. Collectors and investors alike know that the 1996 P. Kennedy half-dollar is a coin worth celebrating. Introduced in 1964, the Kennedy half-dollar was created as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. The coin quickly became a national symbol of respect and unity, and its popularity ensured that it would continue to be struck year after year. By 1996, more than 3 decades after its introduction, the Kennedy half-dollar was still one of the most admired and collected coins in America. The 1996 P. Kennedy half-dollar carries the iconic design by Gilroy Roberts on the obverse, with the bold and noble profile of John F. Kennedy facing left. Surrounding his portrait are the inscriptions Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the year 1996. Just below Kennedy's bust lies the P. Mint mark, proudly showing that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. On the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, we find the powerful image of the presidential seal, featuring a heraldic eagle with its wings spread wide. The eagle grasps an olive branch in one claw and arrows in the other, symbolizing peace and strength. Above its head floats a ring of 50 stars, representing the states, while inscriptions around the rim read United States of America and half-dollar. This design remains one of the most recognizable in American coinage. While the 1996 P. Kennedy half-dollar is not composed of silver like its early predecessors, its importance lies in its role in the continuing legacy of the series. These coins were minted during a period when half-dollars were produced primarily for collectors rather than wide circulation, making them scarcer in everyday commerce. That scarcity translates directly into demand among today's numismatists. The rarity of the 1996 P is not about low mintage alone, but about how few of these coins remain in collectible quality after circulation. Many of the coins released into the economy became heavily worn, lost, or damaged, making well-preserved circulated examples highly sought after. Even in circulated condition, the 1996 P stands out as an important date for those seeking to complete Kennedy half-dollar sets. Collectors know that every Kennedy half-dollar tells a story, and the 1996 P is no different. Its circulated surfaces carry the character of history, proving that this coin did its job in the hands of the American people while still surviving as a treasured collectible. Circulation does not diminish its value but instead enhances its narrative, making it an authentic piece of history to own. Demand for Kennedy half dollars has only increased over the years, and coins like the 1996 P are at the center of this growing popularity. With collectors competing to build complete runs of the series, every date and mint mark combination is essential, and this includes the Philadelphia minted 1996. This constant demand keeps its market value strong. In the current market, the 1996 P Kennedy half dollar in circulated condition can bring in values well above face value, often selling for $2 to $5 depending on eye appeal and collector interest. While that may seem modest, it represents a significant premium for a modern base metal coin, and when placed in context with complete sets, its value rises even higher. Auction markets also reflect the excitement around Kennedy half dollars, and the 1996 P is no stranger to spirited bidding. Collectors who are building date and mint sets, as well as investors who see the potential of the series, consistently push prices upward, ensuring that the coin's value remains strong and competitive. Tips for collectors seeking the 1996 P Kennedy half dollar include paying attention to condition and eye appeal. Even circulated examples can vary greatly, with some displaying sharper details and less wear than others. Choosing coins with strong strike features and minimal marks will add both beauty and long-term value to a collection. Another useful collecting strategy is to assemble Kennedy half-dollar sets by decade. The 1990s represent an important transitional era for U.S. coinage, and the 1996 P is an indispensable piece of that decade. Owning it ensures your collection highlights the full story of the Kennedy half-dollar's journey. Circulated coins like the 1996 P also offer a more affordable entry point for newer collectors. They make it possible to own a piece of history without breaking the bank, while still holding coins that carry high market demand. Over time, these circulated examples can increase in value as more collectors enter the field and supplies tighten further. The Kennedy half-dollar series as a whole remains one of the most collectible in American numismatics, and coins like the 1996 P contribute to its ongoing success. Their designs are timeless, their historical connections are powerful, and their market presence is undeniable. Even circulated coins carry weight in the marketplace, proving that condition does not define value, demand does. The 1996 P Kennedy half dollar is much more than just a coin struck in the mid-1990s. It is a valuable collectible, a rare survivor in circulated condition, and a must-have for anyone serious about completing a Kennedy half-dollar collection. Its demand continues to be strong, its market value continues to grow, and its historical significance ensures that it will always be seen as a coin worth owning. Next up, the Kennedy half dollar is one of the most admired coins in American history, and the 1981 D issue from the Denver Mint stands as a significant piece in this legendary series. With its D mint mark and its survival in very fine condition, this coin is more than just pocket change. It is a symbol of American pride and a collectible with strong demand in today's market. The Kennedy half-dollar series began in 1964, struck as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy after his tragic assassination. From the moment it entered circulation, the coin captured the hearts of Americans, becoming not just a medium of exchange, but also a patriotic emblem. By 1981, the Kennedy half-dollar was nearly 2 decades into production, yet its appeal remained stronger than ever. The obverse of the 1981 D. Kennedy half-dollar features the timeless portrait of John F. Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. His dignified profile faces left, framed by the word liberty above, the national motto "I in God we trust" below, and the date 1981 at the bottom. To the left of Kennedy's bust rests the small but powerful D mint mark, showing that this coin was struck at the Denver Mint. On the reverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, we see the elegant depiction of the presidential seal. The majestic eagle spreads its wings while holding an olive branch in one claw and arrows in the other, representing peace and defense. Surrounding the eagle are 50 stars, symbolizing the unity of the states. Encircling this central image are the inscriptions United States of America and half dollar, creating a design that radiates national pride. What makes the 1981 D especially fascinating is its timing in numismatic history. By the early 1980s, half dollars were rarely seen in everyday circulation, as Americans had shifted to using quarters and smaller denominations. This meant fewer half-dollars were actually used in commerce, and many were preserved by collectors, giving the 1981 D a distinct edge in collectability. The rarity of this coin lies not in its original mintage numbers, but in how many pieces have survived in desirable condition. Circulated coins often show heavy wear, but finding a 1981 D in very fine condition ensures strong detail remains visible on Kennedy's hair, the eagle's feathers, and the inscriptions. These details add tremendous value for collectors who want both history and beauty in their coins. The 1981 D is also part of an interesting era in the Kennedy series. Struck in copper-nickel clad rather than silver, these coins still hold considerable demand because they complete sets for collectors who are passionate about owning every date and mint mark combination. The Denver issues, in particular, carry an important place because they are known for strong, sharp strikes. Collectors understand that very fine condition coins like the 1981 D are more than just survivors. They are pieces of art that retain their strength and character. The boldness of Kennedy's portrait, combined with the deep symbolism of the reverse, makes this coin a must-have for anyone who appreciates American history through its coinage. In today's action market, the 1981 D Kennedy half-dollar is trading well above face value. While its original denomination is only 50 cents, collectors are paying anywhere from $2 to $8 for coins in very fine condition, and even more in auctions where multiple buyers compete. The steady rise of values across Kennedy have shows just how powerful demand has become. Auctions for Kennedy half-dollars consistently prove their appeal. Even modern clad issues like the 1981 D can spark competitive bidding, especially when offered in attractive condition. When grouped as part of a collection, the coin's market value often climbs even higher, showing how essential it is for anyone who wants to build a complete Kennedy set. For collectors seeking the 1981 D, one valuable tip is to look closely at the strike and details of the coin. Even in very fine condition, coins with sharper details and minimal scratches will always carry stronger value. Eye appeal plays a huge role in collecting, and the 1981 D offers plenty of opportunities to find coins with that extra wow factor. Another tip is to collect by mint mark. The 1981 Kennedy half-dollar exists in both Philadelphia and Denver issues, and owning both adds strength to any collection. The D mint mark from Denver is especially prized for its sharp strikes, making it a standout piece in the 1980s lineup. Very fine examples of the 1981 D are also perfect for new collectors entering the hobby. They are affordable yet valuable, historical yet accessible. For experienced collectors, they represent an essential piece of the broader Kennedy half-dollar narrative, tying together the modern issues with the earlier silver strikes. The Kennedy half-dollar has always been a series with immense collector loyalty, and coins like the 1981 D ensure that loyalty never fades. Each coin is a time capsule, reflecting not just monetary history, but also the enduring legacy of President Kennedy. With its rarity and higher condition, the 1981 D shines bright in today's collector market. In conclusion, the 1981 D Kennedy half-dollar in very fine condition is a coin that deserves attention, respect, and a place in any serious collection. It combines beauty, history, rarity, and market demand into one remarkable piece. Its value continues to grow, its demand remains strong, and its importance in the Kennedy series guarantees it will always hold a place of honor among collectors. Next up, the Kennedy half-dollar is one of the most iconic American coins ever produced, and the 1971 D issue holds a particularly important place in the history of this beloved series. With its Denver mint mark and survival in very good condition, this coin is not just a piece of pocket change, but a rare collectible that commands attention and value in today's numismatic market. The Kennedy half-dollar series began in 1964 as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy following his assassination. Immediately, the coin became a symbol of national pride and unity, embraced by the American public. By 1971, the series had already undergone a major change. It transitioned from a 40% silver composition to a copper-nickel clad alloy. This change makes the 1971 Kennedy half-dollar, and especially the Denver minted example, a cornerstone in the modern era of U.S. coinage. The obverse of the 1971 D. Kennedy half-dollar features the powerful and timeless profile of President Kennedy, designed by Gilroy Roberts. His image exudes dignity and strength, with the inscriptions Liberty, Indiana God We Trust, and the date 1971 surrounding the design. To the left of Kennedy's neck lies the small but highly significant D. Mint mark, confirming its production at the Denver Mint. On the reverse, Frank Gasparo's design proudly displays the presidential seal, with a heraldic eagle clutching an olive branch in one talon and arrows in the other. The eagle is surrounded by 50 stars, symbolizing the states of the Union. Encircling this central motif are the inscriptions United States of America and half-dollar. The design is bold, patriotic, and unmistakably American. What sets the 1971 D apart in numismatic history is that it was the very first year the Kennedy half-dollar was struck without any silver content. The decision to switch to copper-nickel clad reflected both rising silver prices and the practical need for a durable circulating coin. This makes the 1971 D not just another half-dollar, but a pivotal piece in U.S. monetary evolution. While many 1971 D half-dollars entered circulation, the challenge lies in finding survivors in very good condition or better. Many coins saw heavy wear in commerce, yet those that retained strong detail on Kennedy's hair, the lettering, and the eagle's wings stand out as collectible treasures. A well-preserved 1971 D is always in demand among collectors,